Hi friends, hope you guys are doing well and are following my previous lectures well. So I had recently put up a poll in the on the Telegram channel that we have, and I had asked for which chapter I should be starting next, what video you want next. So majority of you had voted there for the second part of the first chapter of economics, which is money and banking. I had already made the first part of that particular chapter. The video is already there, you can watch it from the description, and some of you had requested for the second part of that particular chapter. So this video I am doing second part of the economics chapter 1. So for those of you that have not already joined the Telegram channel, I would like to say that Telegram is a good way to stay connected in a more interactive way. Amar major interaction to বঢ়াবৰ কাৰণে এটা খুব ভাল way হয়. So if you wish, you can join it. It's totally free. You don't have to pay anything. The name of the Telegram channel you can see on the screen right now, and the link to that particular channel you can find in the description to this video. More important thing is that I am going to very soon start a new batch for the online live classes. So if any one of you are interested in joining that particular live class, that particular batch, you can write to me either on the comments of this particular video, or you can also write to me on my email that is shown in this screen, or you can also mention about it in the Telegram group. I'd like to say once again that it is not compulsory to join that particular live class, join that online class. I'll try to make as many videos as possible in YouTube, but I must tell you that I cannot be very regular on YouTube. মই যেতিয়া যেতিয়া সময় পাওঁ, যেতিয়া সুবিধা পাওঁ, মই এটা দুটা ভিডিও বনাবলৈ চেষ্টা কৰিম. So this online paid live class is not at all compulsory for you, but if at all any one of you wants to continue regularly with me on a live basis, you can join that course. It has a very nominal fees, বহুতেই কম fees. আৰু যদি কোনোবাই ভাবা, if any one of you feels that you genuinely are unable to pay that particular small amount also, then you can talk to me, you can speak to me. There can be options, there can be conditions of waiving of that particular fees also. And I am saying once again, it is not compulsory. This is not an advertisement or promotion video that I am asking you to join my online classes. I already have enough students, it's good for me. I am already making YouTube videos, so if you want, you can continue with YouTube videos, and if you want, you can join the paid live classes. So now, what is the meaning of evolution? Evolution means a journey, right? Evolution মানে এটা যাত্রা. From one particular point, you are evolving to another particular point. So this is a journey from one point to another. Human beings, we have evolved from early species to the human beings that we are today. So what is it? It is a journey from one particular point to a particular point. So similarly, if we look at the evolution of money, it is a journey from one particular point to another. So to know the journey of evolution of any particular thing, we need to know the two endpoints of this particular journey. So if your journey is from Biswanath Chareli to Guwahati, you have to be very sure about the two endpoints, Guwahati and Biswanath Chareli. Next, you have to know about the various points that are going to come in between this particular journey. So for example, you might choose to take the Nagaon route, তেতিয়া Nagaon পৰিব বা Jagirat পৰিব, etc. Now if you choose the other route, you might also choose the Baihata Chareli route. Okay, so therefore you need these particular things in knowing the evolution of one thing. First, the beginning point, the end point, and the points that are going to come in between these particular two endpoints. Okay, so in case of money, what is the first point? It is the barter system. Barter system of money is the understanding asile that is your beginning point. Our end point to ki the currency money, যেটো আজি ডেটত তোমালোকে currency note বিলাক দেখিছা, that is the other end of the journey of the evolution of money as till today. Now see on the screen about the 5 phases of the evolution of money. Okay, first was the barter exchange system, which we had already seen in the previous video. The next is the animal standard, the next is metal standard, the next is coinage, and finally we have paper money. So you can see the chart as shown in the screen. If I was to ask you that why at all do we have this evolution of money, why at all do we have the movement from particular point, from point A, that is barter system, to point B, that is animal standard, or point C, that is metal standard, why at all did we have this movement from one particular point to another? So to answer this particular question, you can say that there can be two reasons for evolution, there can be two reasons or two motivations for evolution. Right, first is the limitation of one particular phase, and second is the hope for growth in the next particular phase. Okay, simple question মই তোমালোকক সোধো তোমালোকে class 8 or class 9 হলে কিয় আহিলা, তেতিয়া there can be two reasons for it, right? First, there were some limitations in class 8. There were a particular constraints about what all you can learn in class 8. Kisman limitation ase je class 8 or tomaloke only particular chapters, only particular bostu khini he hikibo pariba. Tatke besi, if you want to learn some more, you will have to go to class 9. So this is very obvious. First reason is that there is limitation in one particular phase. After some time we realize those limitations. Class 8 or tomaloke ek bosor kotor bosor tomaloke realize kora je tomalokor class 8 or kisman limitation ase, tomalokor aru kisman hikibologia ase, hekane tomalok class 8 or class 9 ole joa. Similarly, money, when it was in barter exchange system for some time, we started realizing, people started realizing that there are some limitations and some drawbacks of the barter exchange system. So that was the first reason why they decided to move on to animal standard, and then to metal standard, and then to coinage, and finally to the currency money. The second reason is the hope for growth, hope for betterment. তোমালোকে class 8 or class 9 হলে কিয় যোৱা? Because you hope that class 9 হলে গলে তোমালোকে আৰু অলপ শিকিব পাৰিবা, you will be better persons, you will be better human beings, you will have more knowledge, you will have more information, you will better yourself, you will grow. Similarly, for money also, why did we move from barter exchange system to animal standard, to metal standard, to coinage, to currency money? Because there was a hope that we are going to have a better life if we move to the next phase. If we go to something new, there is going to be better life, there is going to be convenience. So this is the very basic logic, very basic reasoning behind evolution. These two things: one, there is limitation or constraints in a particular phase which we realize after some point of time, and second, there is always a hope for growth, there is a hope for betterment, therefore we move, therefore we progress, therefore we evolve to the next phase. Okay, বস, এই বেসিক বস্তুকেইটা গম পাই যোৱাৰ লগে লগে তোমালোকৰ ইভলিউশ্যন অফ মানি পাৰ্টটো কমপ্লিট হৈ গ'ল বুলি তোমালোকে ধৰি ল'ব পাৰা, ৰাইট? Once you understand these basic concepts that I have already spoken in the past 5-10 minutes, the evolution of money part is completely easy for you now. Okay, so now when we look at the specific stages or specific phases of evolution of money, what we are going to see is that প্ৰত্যেকটো ফেজত কিছুমান demerit থাকিব, there are going to be some demerits of every phase, and as a result of these demerits, we will always be in a hope that there is going to be a better tomorrow in the next phase. Therefore, we evolve to the next phase. Hey karane, there are definitely, whenever we are reading the barter exchange system, tar loge loge we are going to read the limitations of barter exchange system. As a result of it, we progress to the animal standard. After reading about the animal standard, we are going to read the demerits of the animal standard. Because there were these demerits, we have moved on to the metal standards. Then we will read about metal standards, and we will read the demerits of metal standards. Subsequently, teneke amar soli goi thakibo, and finally we will reach the money or the currency money. Okay, so now the first phase in the evolution of money is the barter exchange system, about which I have already done a video. I'm not going to repeat it here. If you want to check it out, you can go and check it out from the description. The second phase of the evolution of money was the animal standard. Animal standard, we can say that it was not completely animal standard, because that sob dhৰণৰ animal add হোৱা নাছিলে. It was mostly a goat standard, sagoli, right, bakri or bakra, whatever. It was a goat standard. Okay, so goat was used as a commodity of exchange. Goat was exchanged for other things, and this is very simple. Just as we saw in barter exchange system, we saw that rice was exchanged for dal, vegetables were exchanged for fish, milk was exchanged for meat, etc. and etc. So in case of animal standard, in case of barter exchange, people started realizing that there are some demerits. Those demerits we had seen in the previous video. Therefore, people decided that we should now move on to some commonly accepted thing, right? ऐसे नहीं होने वाला. We are not going to keep it open, like whatever anyone is wishing he can be. जार जी मन গৈছে he हेतु লৈ আহিছে, কাবাৰ চাউল আনিব মন গৈছে he লৈ আহিছে, কাবাৰ অমিতা আনিব মন গৈছে he লৈ আহিছে. Someone wishes to bring vegetables, he is bringing it. Someone wishes to bring fish, he is bringing. So this is not going to happen. People decided that we are now going to fix animals, that is goat, as the fixed and the permanent and the universal standard of exchange. Everyone who has a goat or who has two goats can use it to exchange for gold, can use it for exchange of fish, can use it for exchange of milk or whatever. Okay, so goat was made the universal fixed standard of exchange. If you have 5 goats, you can go and exchange it for milk. If you have 2 goats, you can go and exchange it for vegetables. If you have 10 goats, you can go and exchange it for land or whatever. Okay, so what happened is that goat was made the fixed currency. So there started, initially it was going on well, prothom kedinman khub bhal solile. Then people started realizing that there are demerits to this particular system also. Why? Because goat was not universal, right? Some goats were small, some goats were bigger, some goats were black, some goats were white, some goats were stronger, healthier, some goats were weaker. So this could not sustain for a long period of time, right? Kunba kola sagoli eta asile, he kola sagoli to loi gole, people refused to give them milk. Said that bring a white goat, then only I will give you milk. Korbat kola sagoli to loi gol, people used to refuse that no, atumi boga sagoli to anle nobo, bring a black goat, then only I will give you vegetables. So these limitations started emerging because goat or animals were not universal. They were different, they were varied, there were different characteristics of different goats. Therefore, this particular system failed and we had to move to the next phase. Other limitations of this animal exchange system, this animal standard, but we do not have much time to engage with all these demerits and all these limitations because that makes the video very long. So if you have specific doubts, you can reach out to me for a live class or for an online class. I can explain it to you, no problem, but we cannot put more time here. The next phase here is the metallic standard, right? Metal standard. After realizing that there are some demerits, some limitations in the animal standard or animal exchange, animal as a standard of exchange, we decided to move on to metals as a medium of exchange or a mode of exchange. And very obviously we chose gold and silver. Those were very valuable and precious metals. Therefore people were not very they quickly accepted that we can take it because valuable hoy, gold to valuable hoy soboke lage aji date to jodi tomak kom hoy, I will give you gold, will you give me milk, I will give you silver, will you give me some vegetables? You will quickly accept it because these are very valuable and precious metals. And these particular characteristic itself started to become the demerit because gold and silver were so precious, it was always risky to carry gold and silver as currency. So bhaba tumi pocketot you carry 5,000 rupees in your wallet today and you can roam around. You cannot carry a bag of gold with you and roam around in the streets because this is going to make it very risky. Secondly, it was very difficult to ascertain whether gold was pure or duplicate and other things came up. We cannot go into so much detail. So this is it. Next we will move to the fourth phase. Fourth phase was the coinage phase, right? What we did is that we started minting or making coins out of these valuable and precious metals. We started making coins out of gold, we started making coins out of silver, and we also went on to look for cheaper metals, and we went on to make coins out of copper, and we went on to make coins out of bronze, etc. So as a result of it, one of the demerit of the gold and silver or the metal exchange system was eliminated. That is, we did not now have to carry huge bags of gold or huge bags of silver to marketplace. We could now carry smaller coins which were in fact made up of gold or silver, but it had lesser amount of gold and silver, so it was easy to carry 50 coins with you rather than carrying 50 biscuits of gold, with you to the marketplace. So therefore it reduced one demerit, but it also had some demerit. For example, there had to be a continuous supply of metals such as gold, silver, bronze or copper. Hoday bostu bilak ahi thakibo lagibo so that you can make coins. Therefore, the demerit of this particular coinage system emerged, and we had to move on to the next phase, which is the paper currency or the currency that we know today, that is paper currency or paper money. Okay. Paper currency also emerged in two phases. Okay, so in the first phase, what was happening is that this paper currency was in a way directly related, directly linked or directly backed by gold and silver. If you took this currency to the bank, you could get gold for that particular amount of value of that particular currency. So in the second phase, what happened is that people de-linked this currency note from gold and silver. There was no more, this currency was no more backed by gold or silver. What was happening is that this currency in itself became something of value. So if you carefully read on these currency note at this point of place where it is written and signed by the governor of the RBI, it is written that I promise to pay the bearer the sum of 500 rupees. So what we understand here is that this particular currency note is worth 500 rupees in itself. You don't need to have any backing of gold or silver for this particular note. Ekhon note jodi tumi direct loi joa Reserve Bank or RBI, you cannot directly of course go to RBI. You can go to other commercial banks. If you have your account in State Bank of India, you can go to State Bank of India, and if you can present this particular note, you will get a value of rupees 500. you are not going to get anything tangible, right? এনেকুৱা কোনো বস্তু ইয়াৰ পিছফালে নাই যে এইখন দি দিলে তুমি সোণ বা কিবা এটা ইয়াৰ ভেলুটোৰ কাৰণে পাবা। দিছ ভেলু ইজ গোয়িং টু বি ভেৰি ভেৰি ইনটেঞ্জিবল, ৰাইট? ইয়াত লিখা আছে যে আই এম গোয়িং টু পে দি বিয়াৰাৰ 500 rupees and that is it. This particular paper in itself is enough, is sufficient to have some value to help you to go and buy some things. You do not need it to be backed by gold or silver. So this is the second phase. Second phase of gold or silver backing to yapa gusi gol, and this paper in itself became something of value and something of exchange or mode of exchange. Okay, so this was it very briefly about the evolution of money. Next we will look at the meaning of money and functions of money. If at all you need that lecture, you can mention about it in the comment section.